Phantom Blade Zero takes place in a dark, wuxia-inspired world filled with assassins, warriors, secret organizations, and supernatural elements, and the visual design is one of the game's biggest strengths. Everything looks dark, stylized, ancient, but also strangely futuristic. You've got traditional Chinese architecture, massive temples, dark forests, underground locations, and environments that look like they were ripped straight from a martial arts movie. The developers are basically creating their own version of a cinematic Chinese fantasy world. Is it a Souls-like? Here is where things get interesting. People constantly compare Phantom Blade Zero to games like Sekiro and other Souls-like, and yes, there are similarities. The combat is challenging, timing matters, dodging and parrying are important, enemies can absolutely destroy you if you aren't paying attention, but the developers have been clear that Phantom Blade Zero isn't simply trying to copy Dark Souls. This game wants to be much more focused on fast-paced action and martial arts. You need to think less about slowly walk through a dangerous dungeon and more about how did that guy just cut me in half. This game is single player. Phantom Blade Zero is designed as a single player action RPG, and that's important because as a game is clearly putting a huge amount of effort into the cinematic experience. This isn't just about creating a difficult combat system. They want the story, the characters, the environments, the boss battles, and the combat to all feel like one giant martial arts movie that you can actually play. Phantom Blade Zero is coming October 29th, 2026. It's launching on PlayStation 5 and PC, and yes, that means we are very close. Pre-orders are already open and the game has been generating huge attention following its latest gameplay reveal. The new 11-minute demo reportedly pulled around 8 million views in one day on Bilibili, while Phantom Blade Zero also shot the top of Steam global bestseller chart. That's a pretty good sign that people are paying attention. Why everyone is watching this game? Think about what we've seen from the Chinese game industry over the last few years. Black Myth Wukong showed the world that Chinese studios can create massive AAA action games that compete on a global level. Now Phantom Blade Zero is trying something completely different. It's taking Chinese martial arts, wuxia, dark fantasy, and ridiculously fast combat and turning it into a massive AAA action RPG. And if this game actually delivers on what we've seen, this could be one of the biggest surprises of 2026. My final thought: Phantom Blade Zero has everything I want from a modern action game: a mysterious story, a badass protagonist, insane sword combat, brutal bosses, a unique visual identity, and now a release date that's right around the corner. The only question is, can the full game actually live up to these trailers? Because right now, the trailers are setting the bar way up here, and if the final game delivers, we could be looking at one of the best action games of the years.